rappers and music producers? It's Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com, and today I think I got an idea. No, I know I have an idea that has the possibility not only to bring us all more traffic towards our beats and our music, but also can strengthen the community, and lastly could even help us generate more income as a community. Let's talk about it. Rappers and music producers, and I am talking to both communities today. I have an idea that I feel like is not only going to generate us more income, but is also going to provide more promotion for our music, and also is going to give us an opportunity to come together and strengthen our bond. Now, why is that bond important? Well, rappers need producers and producers need rappers. There's no getting around it. We have had a very faulty relationship in the past. There have been some crazy things said on both sides. However, the way that the internet is going and the way that the business of leasing, according to many of the people who are the elites within this business, it is not going to be able to sustain itself within the next few years if something does not change dramatically. We have the opportunity to be a part of history. I'm going to present to you a few different ideas, and really they are ideas that are going to be really dependent upon whether you guys choose to act or not. Many of you have been led to leasing your beats as producers because of me, because I told you about all the beautiful things that come with having your freedom as a music producer, to be able to make the music you want, to be able to provide that online, to be able to have an e-commerce business. This is the reason many of you stepped into it. I even showed you how to make your websites. And so what kind of example would I be setting to lead you to this business only to turn my back because I feel like it's going somewhere instead of trying to solve the problem? Now, there's a few different reasons why many producers in this industry feel like it's going under a massive shift. Rappers are not generating income the way that they used to. In fact, they have to be even more strategic about how they generate income. If they're not touring, if they don't have their music up for streaming, if they're not selling physical copies, they're running out of ways to actually generate income. Here's where we need to come in and we need to step up. And the reason why I say we as producers is because we are selling a product, and if they do not purchase the product or do not have the funds that they need to purchase our products, we're not going to have a business. So please listen, as I have two proposals that I would like to propose to you. Rappers, last week I started something called Curtis King Radio, where basically anybody who has leased a beat, finished a song, recorded it, and sent me an email to Curtis at CurtisKingBeats.com, I posted it on an extra tab on my beat store. Why is this significant? Because my beat store has over 774,000 plays. Why is that important? Because if I get constant traffic, that actually brings me more customers, which means more for my bottom line. It is my job to drive traffic to this player. If I was a customer and I happen to come here, I'd be very interested in hearing how other rappers sound over these beats. I'd also be interested in seeing what other company am I a part of. Now, if you go to my beat store on CurtisKingBeats.com and you click on this tab next to the Beats tab, Curtis King Radio, you'll see that I have records by Ab-Soul and Joey Badass. You'll see that there's a lot of independent artists that are in here. I uploaded about 29, 30 songs that all got submitted, and there was no biases. Literally, if you sent it in, I put it up there because you deserve that, because you invested into my craft. So that being said, rappers, if you have purchased a beat from me and you're a subscriber of mine, please send your songs in. It could be multiple songs. Send it in to Curtis at CurtisKingBeats.com, and I will post that up as soon as possible. Producers, I suggest you do the same thing. Now, I'm pretty sure that BeatStars has something very similar to this. Whatever the situation is, I think that it is imperative, music producers, that you at least try this out. Give the artists that are investing within your craft an opportunity to get highlighted within your page. I'm not saying go out there and post up links on your social media. I'm saying leave a tab open that allows them to get some shine based upon what they initially invested into, which is your business. So that's phase one. Phase two, it's time to attack Spotify. Rappers and producers, by the end of this, I hope that you have all subscribed to my Spotify page. Now, if you go ahead and click Curtis King, you'll see there is a Curtis King artist page that I want you to come here and I want you to follow. But please come on here and follow, because the bigger this community becomes, the bigger opportunities we have. I have some opportunities that I cannot speak on that could possibly mean us having an official playlist for Spotify. But you know what they said? They said you gotta get your numbers up. You gotta get these numbers up so that you can possibly start curating certain playlists that are going to highlight not only rappers, but also music producers who are selling their beats and rappers who are buying beats. Now, for those of you that know me, you know that I've been an artist for quite some time. You know that I've been a producer producer for quite some time, and the majority of what I have on my page right now are songs that I've recorded over the years. However, you guys know I'm not rapping anymore, so this is not a ploy to try to get you to come to my page and listen to all my music, unless you want to listen to my music. It's on you. But the real goal here, if you go ahead and scroll down here, is I need you to check out these playlists that I have available. Now here you'll see a few different playlists. Now I've been messing around with this Summer Cali vibes just to see how the SEO works on Spotify. And I have this Best of Curtis King, which I put together a compilation of my best songs, King's Vibes, which is really my instrumentals that I have posted. And then there are two playlists that I want you to pay close attention to, but I would love for you to follow it because look what I'm trying to build here. Now, aside from the tab that I created on my Airbit Beats store account, what I did was I made two playlists that I am curating and that I'm actually being a lot more strict about whom I'm putting on here. Now, the first one is called Dope Rappers That Buy Beats. This is for rappers that have actually purchased beats from me that I've had up for leased on my website and have done some very amazing things with them. And they also put their music up for distribution. I can't find your music if you don't distribute your music. I can't put it on my Spotify playlist if you don't have your music up there. And with this playlist, I'm hoping to highlight some very talented individuals who just so happen to put their money where their mouth is. They invest in their craft. They make great music. They may not be household names. It doesn't matter. These are talented, amazing artists that invest in their craft. I want to make this playlist something that is not just me putting stuff in there. I want to bring on other leasing producers, and you give me your top 3, top 4. Like, I'm going to start with some of the more successful leasing producers. I want to bring them in, bring the Tone Joneses and whoever else want to be a part of this situation. I want to bring you guys in to basically have 2 or 3, 4 or 5 songs that have been the best songs leased from your website. If we get this particular playlist going and we get the numbers around it, not only could it be an official playlist for Spotify, this can be an opportunity for rappers to discover each other or producers to discover rappers who actually lease beats. Now, the second playlist I want to bring your attention to, Dope Music Producers That Sell Beats. Right now, it's like 4 different instrumentals from Mogosh, Leotis, and Curtis King. However, I would like to fill this up with music producers who are leasing producers who just so happen to release some of their instrumentals, whether they're reworked, whether they're shorter, whether they're snippets, whatever it is. I want to be able to highlight you and put you within this playlist. Only problem is I searched many producers that I know and you really don't have any music on here. You have music that rappers have rapped over, but you don't have music on here yourself. So I got to encourage you, music producers, I don't know what you're holding off on. You know, I did a video about DistroKid and how you can sign up for $19.99 and you'll literally be able to put up as much music as you want for an entire year without having to pay per upload. And you can actually get 7% off if you go ahead and use my discount code in the description. So there's really no excuse. I need you to start putting music up. By you putting music up, you're putting yourself on another platform that's going to give you the opportunity to be discovered, not just by other producers and not just by listeners, but by rappers looking to buy beats. A lot of rappers are here looking for beats and looking for producers and looking for other rappers that work with producers and seeing, okay, how can I get in where I fit in? This is where it comes to you. So if you sign up today, go on and get yourself an account. I can add your music within this curated playlist that I'm putting together. And the goal after doing all of these playlists, after we get the numbers up, we get the followers up, we get the actual listeners up for this particular channel, is to morph all of this into one playlist. And this one playlist is not only going to have rappers that buy beats, it's going to have producers that lease beats, and it's going to basically have it in a playlist where somebody can literally come here on shuffle, whether you're a rapper, music producer, or a listener. And it's very important that you understand this next detail. As a rapper, you can find other producers that you maybe never heard of that have super crazy slapping ass beats. As a producer, not only can you get your music discovered, but you can also look at rappers who are buying beats that you're like, yo, I have never worked with somebody of that caliber. I would like to reach out to them and actually work with them. And thirdly, the listeners. There's going to be listeners who are like, I just love to be around fresh talent. I just want to listen to what you guys are making. That in turn is going to be better promotion for what you have going on. It's going to be greater opportunities for your music to start generating income. Hello, if your music is up on Spotify and you get added to these crazy playlists, it happened to me. I had my song Glory get added to a Spotify official playlist, and then I looked up a month later and had a check for $300. That's because the traffic that is being generated is turning into streams, and the streams are turning into money. This is exactly what I'm trying to create here. So it all starts with you coming to my page and following. Then next, picking a playlist that you prefer and following it. Now, I know I said a whole lot. Take a breath. I know I said a whole lot, But let me go ahead and recap it, and we're going to end this video on out. First and foremost, rappers, if you want to be a part of Curtis King Radio, which is on CurtisKingBeats.com, send your music that you have leased from me over my beats to Curtis@CurtisKingBeats.com. Next step, rappers and producers, go follow the Curtis King Spotify, where I am creating these playlists that we are going to build up so large that one day will be official Spotify playlists. I'm not playing with you when I say the opportunity is on the plate, but we got to produce some numbers. And by producing numbers, we're going to be increasing people's stream numbers, which is going to be increasing their bottom line. We're going to bring more traffic, foot traffic, more listeners. Music producers, if you would like your music to be added to this playlist, or at least considered for this playlist that I am curating, send your links to Curtis@CurtisKingBeats.com. Keep in mind, guys, it's an idea that is very fresh and very new. And so there's going to be some stumbles along the way. We're going to learn some things. We're going to fail at some things. But for the most part, I am excited about the opportunity to help so many rappers and producers get promotion, but also generate income, because that's the bottom line. If you're not making money, you will not invest money within the community, and we will not have a healthy ecosystem. We're going to make this thing be the strongest it's ever been for the beat leasing business. Mark my words. Once again, this is Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com. Peace. Please subscribe to the channel below, Curtis King at CurtisKingBeats.com.